Hello, welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. My internet has been better in the sense of the streaming quality. However, it still isn't quite fixed yet. We're still waiting. From yesterday morning, it was 24 to 72 hours where they were going to send someone out to work on the dinging on the pole outside. So that has not happened yet. Yesterday, by coincidence, we did have some Comcast people come by and trim limbs, which may have be what led to all this mess. But if I disappear, chances are I'll be back in a few minutes. The internet will come back. It's very frustrating. I'm so sorry about all of this inconvenience, but and I will put in, there's always, you can, when you're watching this on replay, certainly you can go down into the description box. I list out all the questions from today, and they're all timestamped, so you can just click on the timestamps and get to exactly what you're interested in. So there is that. Okay, so I've got some questions already, but I want to gather a few more. 10% of all income that comes into the channel goes to feedingamerica.org, which is ongoing. We have Epic Troll Slayers. Thank you for keeping us safe all this time. I am literally here every single day of the year. Weekends, weekdays, holidays, your birthday, my birthday, I'm always here. So if I don't answer your question, if I don't get to your question, it is kind of first come, first serve. And I will be back tomorrow. If I choose not to read on your question, it is never anything personal, really. It isn't, and I really do feel bad, and I really don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And but sometimes I either get an empty room feeling, or it's something we've read on recently, or it's something that isn't really in the news. And you may think, oh, 12 questions a day, that's a lot. It's not. So I have to put in stuff that is topical, that, you know, what random person who was in the news 6 months, a year ago, I may not read on that, or I may have questions. I did see one question quickly. I just happened to see it as it was zipping by. If I'm going to read on something that's particularly dark, I really am going into my spiritual beliefs I am sending my energy into this energy over there. If I am going to read on something really, really dark, I'm going to need a good reason. So if I'm going to say read on somebody, I don't know, if like a grieving family or a something really horrible, and my heart goes out to every grieving family, every grieving person. If I'm going to get into that energy, I need to really, like, what are you looking for? Like, what do you think I would find there? So I would need a bit more of a directed, I'm looking for this information. I want to know because this will have an effect on. So I hope that helps. Anyway, so I've got questions already in the description box. They're not timestamped yet, obviously. I haven't started yet. Oh, good. And let me mute. Okay, that is muted. Good. Let me pause that. All right, so what I have so far is, okay, here's the thing. Last night, it wasn't Neil Caccio. Who was it? I can see the guy. Can't think of his name. Gosh, sorry. There was a guy on Ari Melber's show. They were talking about Alan Weisselberg stepping down even before he was indicted, days before he was indicted. He started stepping down from something like 40 of the Trump companies because it's Trump org is not like an umbrella corporation, and it has all these. If you have to obfuscate your company that badly, that should be a red flag. An LLC is an LLC. You shouldn't need to do all of. Anyway, anywho. So they were talking about Weisselberg, who had pulled back and basically had stepped down as CFO. And people were saying, what does this mean? You know, people there are afraid he's going to wear a wire, all this kind of stuff. But there was one lone voice of experience, a prosecutor, who was saying that he prosecuted a mafia mob type person a number of years ago, who said that they had stepped down, they weren't doing any of the financial thing, was like owning some restaurants or what have you. And it was like, no, because that helped certain things, it helped the businesses continue and what have you. However, it turned out he was still actually doing that work. And because he was still actually doing that work without it being divulged, this prosecutor nailed him on wire and mail fraud. So I want to know, first thing, is Weisselberg actually out of his role or roles at Trump.org? Or because they put like Junior in charge, and this prosecutor was saying, Don Jr. doesn't know how to do this. He doesn't know how to make this work, and you got to be kidding me. So, is Weisselberg actually still running the financial side of the business, just on the down low? Because that means Weisselberg could get hit with wire and mail fraud, as well as all the other stuff. So that's going to be the first question today. The second question today. Oh, I have to share. Second question today. So it turns out that today in The Guardian, someone in The Guardian got hold of, now whether it's true or not, this is what we'll get into all this detail and whatnot. But where was it? Oh, I thought I had it right here. It's the only problem with the new Apple News app. I mean, I do get things from a variety of sources, which is fantastic. But things can disappear. So anyway, The Guardian. Interesting. All right, well, maybe if I go to the website. Okay, I'm sorry about this, guys. The Guardian. There we go, exclusive. Kremlin papers appear to show Putin's plot to put Trump in the White House. Did you guys see this? Okay. Gary did read this. It's quite a thing. And it basically, we're going to ask, is this true? Is this document real? Why is it being released now? It says that Vladimir Putin personally authorized a secret spy agency operation. This is a key meeting. This is information from a key meeting that took place January 22nd, 2016. And that they agreed that a Trump White House would help secure Moscow's strategic objectives. Among them, social turmoil in the US. Okay. So Western intelligence agencies are understood to have been aware of the documents for some time, for some months, and have carefully examined them. And it goes into a whole bunch of stuff about how they tried to figure it out, how they, okay. This report, number 32-04/VD, Victor Delta, is classified as secret. It says Trump is the most promising candidate from the Kremlin's point of view. Here's the kicker. There's a brief psychological assessment of Trump, who is described as an, quote, impulsive, mentally unstable, and unbalanced individual who suffers from an inferiority complex, end quote. So I'd like to know what Trump thinks about, is this thing real? Why is it being released? What does Trump think about this? Let me just repeat that once just for fun. There is a brief psychological assessment of Trump, who is described as an, quote, impulsive, mentally unstable, and unbalanced individual who suffers from an inferiority complex, unquote. There's also apparent confirmation that the Kremlin possesses kompromat on Trump. The paper refers to certain events that happened during Trump's trips to Moscow. Security Council members are invited to find details in Appendix 5 at paragraph 5. It is unclear what the appendix contains. So, that's gone. That's number 2. Is the report real? Why was it released now? Number 3, if that's true, is the kompromat the Russians have on Trump? Is the kompromat real? Will it come out, I should add? If so, will it come out? Okay. Oh, that should be a question mark. Okay, for number 4, what does Trump think about Russia's psychological assessment of him? And I have the full quote. Number 5, will the Guardian's release of the Kremlin documents clearly stating the Russians actively interfered in the 2016 U.S. election make any difference? So that's where we're starting today. All right, where's YouTube left me at? Because I want to get some of your questions. Lynn is saying, is Canada going to have another election and a majority or minority? I'm going to read on that first thing tomorrow. I'm going to make a note. Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, I think I'm joining Lori tomorrow at 11 on the Way of Positive Change, or she's joining me. I'll have to check my notes. But Canada, going to have another election. Majority or minority. All right, that is your question. That's Lynn's question. Holiday. All right, so I've got that down for tomorrow. Okay. Thank you for your question, Lynn. Okay. Okay, Kristen is at Kristen from Uncover the News. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all these great, all this great news that you bring in, these headlines. So, how is Trump feeling about all the books coming out about him? Oh, he feels everybody's he hates when people make money off of him, and they're trying to make him look bad and, bleh, you know how it goes. So I don't know that I would really have much to add on that. He's not going to be like, oh, it'll be fair. Oh, it'll be good. No. I don't know that I could add much. I'm sorry, Kristen. Okay, so let me try this. I had a disconnect, and we'll see if it will reconnect. All right, so I'll go back over here. Hopefully your questions are still over here. Where my question here is... Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here, Christine. Oh, you're welcome. Okay. And good morning, Sharon. I'm just having a look. Chiron's going into retrograde. Oh. Apple's asking, will Trump properties be searched? Okay. I don't know what's going on here with my computer. I got the insert going. What is happening here? Something's not right. Yeah, something's screwy. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to type this in. Will Trump properties be searched? Okay. Hit save and refresh this because that's just being very odd. Cursor is like jumping to the wrong place and very, very weird. All right, did that? There, I think it's fixed. Okay, but I've got your question. Okay, so I've got that Apple and anything else in all caps? Oh, okay, Susan, what will happen on the 17th? What is supposed to be a re-inauguration? Oh, Stephanie, that was Nick Ackerman. Thank you. He's a prosecutor in the Watergate case. Thank you, Nick Ackerman. I couldn't remember his name. I feel bad. He's really good. He's really good. So, happy birthday, Sharon. Happy birthday. All right. So Susan is asking about. Is this letting me? Aha. Where am I? And there we go. There's Susan's question there. What will happen July 7th? Okay, paste. Save. Stephanie is asked, okay, that was Nick Ackerman. Thank you. Thank you again. All caps, all caps. Apple, will Trump properties be searched with a warrant? Okay, we can add that onto it because you're already number 6. Okay, got that. And Sharon, today is Sharon Sipes' 25th birthday. Wow. Oh, and happy birthday. S. Barb is asking, will all of Trump's appointments and policies be nulled? Let's have a look at that. paste that. That's only question number 8, so I don't have all of my questions yet for today. It's sweet of you to think of that. So S. Barb, you are number 8 today on the hit parade. Okay, Yesenia, McCarthy's meeting with Trump today is about the select committee appointees, about what he'll be testifying under oath. Is it about the select committee and what he'll be testifying about under oath? And who to choose and all of this? Oh, and I'm sure Trump just loves being asked, being consulted. Crazy. Okay. Okay, and anything else in all caps? Knitting Nerdist, is there any chance of getting Amy Coney Barrett off of the Supreme Court? That will be number 10. Next. Save, got space for 2 more questions. Jane, my question keeps getting kicked off. Okay, Jane, what's your question? Something about the vaccine. Okie dokie, I think. All right, so I've got 10 questions. I could just start on these. So, all right. Okay, I have the rack, I have the cards. S. Barb, will the news today be the start of the legal problems you predicted yesterday? Yes and no. There are going to be so many, and to some extent it's already started. I don't know that I could do much with that question. I'm sorry. Sorry. Oh, there is a question about Apple's asking any movement with Mnuchin. Yeah. Is he going to skate? We haven't checked on him. We haven't checked in on him in a long time. So we should just check. Okay, S. Barb, that's okay. Thank you. Thank you for your patience with me. Really appreciate it. Oh, thank you. And also there was a super chat earlier, and thank you so much. I think I saw something appear, so just thank you. Thank you. Okay. Stephanie, have you read about Kavanaugh and his fate recently? If not, could you? I thought I read him yesterday. Oh, yeah. 33 minutes into yesterday's. Oh, no. 22 minutes in. Finally, a full investigation into Kavanaugh. 33 minutes. Will Kavanaugh be removed from the Supreme Court? So that was yesterday. It's already done. You ask, boom, done. There it is. Okay. Brenda, the Guardian newspaper published about Putin helping Trump in 2016, linked by the Kremlin. You just joined, didn't you? Oh, I read from it. I have the first questions are about it, and that's where, actually, no, we're going to start with Weisselberg, and then we're going to move on to all that Trump Guardian stuff. I take my amusement where I can find it. Okay. So, Nick Ackerman. Okay. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. All right, so at 24 minutes. So, Nick Ackerman was on Ari Melber's show on MSNBC yesterday evening, The Beat with Ari Melber. And thank you, Maria. Oh, Steve got the 12th question. There we go. Will Barr be indicted in October? Done. Copy. Paste. Boom, done. Okay. So there is that. And oh, I'm sorry, Black Cat. I just grabbed my 12th question for today. But I'll be back tomorrow. I'm literally here every single day. So, All right, so we're actually going to start this at 25. Okay, 25 minutes in. So Nick Ackerman was on Ari Melber's show on MSNBC yesterday evening. And they were talking about Weisselberg, that even just in the days before he was indicted, he started stepping down from his roles in like 40 Trump companies, because the Trump org itself is an umbrella and it has all of these smaller companies inside of it. I realize that some companies are set up in different ways, but I just kind of a red flag to me, but sure. Just trying to make the accounting as complicated as possible, if you ask me, but what do I know? I'm not an accountant. I just assume if it's got Trump's name anywhere on it, that it's probably something fraudulent about it, considering that's been our experience. And I've had a ton of therapy in my life, so I paid a lot of money for this little piece of wisdom I am about to impart to you. Something to keep in mind in life. Trust is consistent behavior over time. Oh, he's been consistent. We can trust Trump to be a crook, a grifter, and the most rotten human being he possibly can be. Anyway, so Weisselberg is talking about, there's this thing that not only is Weisselberg stepping down from all these companies, but he's being replaced by Don Jr. Oh, Julie, I love the, thank you. I'm glad you appreciate them. They probably are mums, but I was kind of thinking they were dandelions. Sort of, kind of. I don't know what. Anyway, thought I'd get away with it in the summer because it's dandelions. So Nick Ackerman was saying, hang on, hold on, because everyone's saying, oh, what does this mean? And Nick Ackerman said, no, because I prosecuted a guy who kept himself in charge at a number of businesses secretly. He said he stepped down, but he didn't actually. And because of that underhandedness, Nick Ackerman nailed this guy for wire and mail fraud. And if that's what Weisselberg is doing, oh, Linda, I hope that it goes well with your doctor's appointments. If Weisselberg is actually doing that, if he's actually really in charge, really still doing the financial stuff, but he says he has stepped down, which can be necessary for businesses to continue because he's been indicted, and the banks and different people, they don't want to deal with a company, they're with a CFO who's been indicted. Innocent until proven guilty, but when it comes to people's money, they get very protective. Well, if he's lying about this, so the question is he really out, or is he lying? Is he actually still running things? So let's have a look. Weisselberg, are you still in charge? Are you still essentially in charge? Are you still essentially running the financial side of Trump org? I'm just getting shock from like the kids. Like, what do you mean he stepped down? What do you mean he's not going to be? What? They can't comprehend it. They can't. 10 of Swords. Oh, they know all this. They know this is just the beginning. It's coming out on Weisselberg. It's going to hit the rest of them and on and on and on. Okay, is Weisselberg really out, or is this... Okay, this is an ending, for what it's worth. That is an ending, end of chapter, end of book. It's the highest major arcana. You're done here, new phase in life. Chariot. So a big ending because of these indictments. And these are major arcana, capital letters, change, movement, big, big change and movement. Okay. That is the merchant card right in the middle. 9 of Cups. Then we have the Fool. That would be Trump. And we have 9 of Swords. Well, Trump, the Fool, he's worried, and he's looking for somebody to blame. He's looking for somebody to be a scapegoat. He's looking for... But right at the center, and these 3, 5, 7 card spreads, it's the card in the center that has the most power. And this is the card of the merchant. And this is not Trump. This is not wands. This is not Trump's way of doing things. This is an actual merchant, like Fred Trump was. Fred Trump was a despicable human being. And anyone who wants to argue with me on that, we'll have a brief discussion about him being arrested in the 1920s at a KKK rally. He was a despicable human being. He ran a business. It was racist and awful, but he ran a business, and he was better at running business than his son. But Trump just out wanting to be out in the limelight and never looks where he's going and just look at me, look at me, look at me. And now there's this worry, because this is massive. This is a massive change in their lives. Okay. So they're going to be calling up... I don't know if they can function without him. I really don't. And who can they hire? Who would take that job? Dave? Dave. Please. So, Weisselberg. Oh, here we are. Still, the story continues, a recap of the last reading. Ten of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, King of Swords, Six of Cups, Ace of Wands. Oh, wow. There's a lot of conflicting energy here. I'm not getting a clear one way or the other. I'm getting a, oh my gosh, what do we do? They have this image, especially like Jovanka, this image, the happy family, this lovely thing, but they're running out of money. The business is tanking. Business is tanking like you wouldn't believe. And right in the center of this reading, those are prosecutors. And then this is nostalgia and Trump's way of, well, it'll go back the way things were. And I think that's the key. It will go back the way things were. That would be reinstating Weisselberg. Trump's not going to care. It's going to be an argument between Trump's paranoia and his realization that his company comes apart without Weisselberg. Sabine is saying they have to have a plan B. He's not young. If they were sensible. However, if you're running, if what you're running is, grift org, who can you bring in? Who can your plan B be? Oh, Paula's making apple pie. Oh, yum. Bismo, yes, Trump did make the worst decision getting into politics. Ace of Cups. Very emotional. Also the rise of democratic power. 5 of Wands. Judgment. Oh, there's some nasty energy around this. Oh, man. It's like, in the tower, that yellow bolt of lightning, it's that energy, it's like this, just going right around as I'm looking in this. It's really ugly. He's loyal to the family. Trump says he'll do it because he knows more about accounting than anybody. And then he tells Sniffy to do it. Sniffy Jr. to do it. Take care of the business. There's this chaos in the realm. Judgment coming. Weisselberg's loyal. I think it's in flux, and I think that Trump is right on that edge. Right on that edge of keep the business afloat, make him the scapegoat. I think it's he's weighing it. It's like that. So, whew. Holly, hey, Holly has astrological information. He is a Leo sun, Leo moon. Oh, wow. No known birth time. Mercury, Venus, Saturn, and Pluto are in Leo. Oh, his Saturn and Pluto are conjunct each other. Leo, 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 and Leo. Just a little... This is someone who's not going to work as with whoever Mr. Plan B is. Oh, I understand, Linda. I appreciate that. I hope your appointments go well. Jolie say, I'm a Leo. He's giving us a bad name. Well, first of all, he's a super Leo. And second, when they go bad, every sign can go bad. I'm a Scorpio. Scorpios go bad, legendary. And I have worked very hard to not be the ugly American when I'm overseas and to not be the ugly Scorpio in my daily life. The whole thing is crashing. The only one who's even halfway solvent, honestly, at this point is Ivanka, because of Jared. And I'm not saying that's a great situation. Magician, Ace of War. They can't function without him. Merchant, 10 of Cups, 4 of Cups. Whole thing's tanking. I'm getting that very, very quickly. We will stand up to them. We will be belligerent. But the company, this family company, seriously, the next sound you hear will be a flushing noise. So that's that. Okay. Dave St. Jr. could hire a competent manager, but it would make it impossible to misappropriate money. Ding! Kristen has a headline, "You fraud. Trump supporters rage after Kevin McCarthy tells Fox News Biden was legitimately elected." So there's a lot of confusion there. But so we spent a lot of time on that. But now we're going at 41, we're moving on to Guardian. The Guardian article. Guardian report. Oh, very different energy. Completely different energy. Oh, I feel like I can breathe again. Which is saying something considering we're talking about the upper echelons of Russia. We're in the room with Putin, and it's still better energy than being around the Trump family. Oh. Yeah, Barack Obama. Exactly, M. Kelpie. Barack Obama is a good Leo. Yeah. So the Guardian report, is it real? And why was it released now? So let's start there and see. 42. Do check the description box. I've got the full quote of, if this is real, the Russian psychological assessment of Trump. So, this Guardian secret. Okay, for what it's worth, it feels real. Let's see what the cards say. Maybe I'm just, I don't know. Maybe I'm high on chocolate protein powder. I don't know. Oh, Robert, that would be a great question for tomorrow. Please. Brenda says an English diplomat was interviewed this afternoon. He deems it to be real. It feels real. Is it real, and why is it being released now? First of all, is it real? 3 cards. Is it real? It's real. It's real. It's real. It's real. I feel like I could almost like touch the paper. Ace of Pentacles. Physical thing. Here. Out of the blue. Or rather out of the gray. Here. Lovers. 2 of Swords. 5 of Swords. It's to keep stirring up trouble. You'll notice this thing that was released. It does say that the Kremlin and Putin, that they were interfering in the 2016 election, and that they did. And in a way, this would be a way to stick a thumb in Biden's eye. Well, what are you going to do about it? And if this was released, oh, is it real? Is it not? Plausible deniability? Oh, it couldn't be us. Prove it. What are you going to do? Attack us? But it also doesn't divulge what the kompromat is, which means Russia still has the kompromat. And right now, they can see that Trump's hold is still on the far right, and this plays right into Russia stirring the pot with deniability. The great love fest between Trump and Putin. first of all, they're both sociopaths, but decision about what to do about this great relationship, and that's swords are air signs. It's thought communication, documents, the internet can be law stuff, but a decision made. It's also because this thing is apparently classified secret, a legal decision that will add insult to injury and make it clear to Trump. Also, I wonder if it's making clear to Trump, don't come to us for money. We think you're an idiot. Stirring the pot. Stirring the pot, stirring the pot. Brenda says audacious move saying they willingly wanted to destabilize the US and were keen to help Trump. Why is this coming out now? Why is this coming out now? Is it just to stir the pot? Now the energy's getting icky. Also, something that to keep in mind, I don't know if this is the case, but it's what's coming into my head is Putin feels insulted by Biden. Biden was vice president when Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State. And you don't have... Biden's not getting rid of the sanctions. They're not. But in a way, it isn't so much an audacious move because there's been so much talk about it in saying, look, this is what we did. But we're not saying that, but this isn't real, but we are. It's kind of we can do this anytime we want to. Ace of Cups. Trying to stir up emotion. And you have to remember this cup, these lovely lotus flowers down here, this is muck. This is coming out of the absolute muck. That's what it feels like. 9 of Pentacles, Moon, Sun, Queen of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. They played into Trump's sense of Trump Tower Moscow and all of this kind of stuff. Just divulging things into chaos by bringing things to light. And also stirring up things so that the far right get even more upset. It's kicking a hornet's nest. This isn't like 10, 20, 30 years ago when if something like this had come out and said the Russians interfered, that the US government wouldn't have just been like, what? They kicked the hornet's nest. By releasing something like this, Trump supporters will say it's all fake, and they will get firmer in their opposition to even moderate Republicans. I know it doesn't sound sensible, but that's what it feels like. It's what it feels like. There was a plan here. There's also some anger here. The is kind of Putin being indignant. Him wanting to rub it in Biden's face. Look what we can do. You think you can threaten me? And I wonder if there's some of that behind the scenes where Biden people have been sending messages to Putin saying, you are going to stand down now. So Putin was like, oh, really? Let's just leak this classified document that doesn't actually give up anything. That's what I'm getting. Sort of truth. Truth hurts. Well, and the truth is, I will agree with Russia on one thing. Trump is indeed an impulsive, mentally unstable, and unbalanced individual who suffers from an inferiority complex. We agree on something. 9 of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Wands, Ace of Cups, Judgment. He's trying to destabilize. You get the Democrats rising. Bring Trump back. Bring Trump the man back into the mix. I think something happened. I don't know if it was some kind of cyber break-in or there was it, but it feels like there was something that happened that Putin was like, "Oh, you think you can do a show of force on me? Huh. I put this idiot in the presidency," is what Putin's saying. I put this abject idiot in charge of your country and created all of this stuff. So sure, you want to have this stable stable government run by Democrats? You think I control your elections? That's what I'm getting. Okay. That's what I'm getting. So it feels real. It really does, for what it's worth. And why was it released now? I've got the at 52:30. Is the kompromat real? Will it be released? Is the kompromat against Trump, is it real? Again, I'm getting the same, yes, it's real. And Putin wants Trump to know that they have something. Trump's, you know what? Oh my gosh, that's why it came out now. It's because Weisselberg has been indicted. There's no future for the Trump company. He's not as much use to but anyway. Is the kompromat real? Is the kompromat on Trump? Putin says yes on Trump. Is it real? King of Cups. That's symbolic, and I'm not going there. All right, 8 of Pentacles. Trump went to Russia for work. Hanged Man. Ace of Pentacles. Lovers. 9 of Wands. Oh, Trump saying, they can't possibly have kompromat on me, and I certainly know that anyone who goes to Russia is being reported or whatnot, and so I wouldn't do anything like that. I wouldn't do anything. Really. When work was suspended for the day. Lovers. Feeling tired and beaten up. It is not literally a film reel, but All right. Will Putin's kompromat against Trump, will it be released? He'd wait until the far right is really feeling dejected or really feeling, because it's a psychological play. Putin I hate to say it, he's a really powerful emotional manipulator. And he knows that these far right people, the more they're attacked, the more they dig their heels in. It's the thing about extremists. You can manipulate them so easily. Will we ever find out will we ever see the kompromat against Trump? No, Putin's holding that in he's protecting that. That's a card he doesn't want to give up. Not easily. Ace of Wands. Knight of Swords. Eight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Evidence just being collected. And the other thing I'm getting a sense of is, at this point, would it really be as shocking? But, I mean, seriously, would anyone be surprised? Exactly, Brenda. Putin's like an abusive husband. Whatever Trump got into with his wand, would anyone be surprised? Really? But keep the mystery of what that is, what that kompromat is, keep that alive. Make people nervous. Ay. All right. What is next? Ahaha. How is Trump going to react? Is he going to go into full denial mode? 58. Trump reaction to psychological assessment. What is Trump going to think about this purported psychological assessment of him in this leaked Russian document? And since we're talking about it, sorry, I can't help myself. What does Trump think about Russia's psychological assessment of him, released through The Guardian, as a, quote, impulsive, mentally unstable, and unbalanced individual who suffers from an inferiority complex, unquote? That is today's question. Don't forget, his ego is this big and is made of blown glass. First, he's furious, and then he's just denial. What you put out there will come back toward you. I'm the great businessman. Trump Tower, Moscow. Six of Cups. Page of Wands. Page of Cups. Nobody wants to tell him. Nobody wants to talk to him. Nobody wants to tell him. No. If there could be cards of avoidance of, look at the time. Oh, I need to be, he sees the news. He watches the news all day. He might even occasionally string some letters together into words and be able to read something, because it has his name in it. So he might be able to pay attention long enough to get through it. Avoid Oh, look at the, oh yeah, the garden center. Yeah, I need, yeah, I'm trying to set up the house and then you have these pages here, the kids. Junior, busy, Eric, busy, Ivanka in the middle. Gosh, is that I've got to take care of the kids. The thief and the unbalanced one here. And these are all single figures. It's almost like they're all pages to some extent. I mean, these aren't, and they don't feel like the kids, but it's all the same energy. So how is Trump going to react to all this? Is it going to make any, is it going to change anything? Is it going to make any difference? He's a belligerent jerk. 2 of wands, 4 of pentacles, 10 of cups. I don't need Putin. I don't need his... I can't take anymore. I can't. The day that Black and Orange, the channel just collapsed because she couldn't stand waiting on Trump's blather anymore when what he's saying, what his thought processes are. Ugh. Okay. But now we move on to things that really matter instead of just the pinhead. Okay, so number 5, 10230. Will the Russian reports make a difference? Will it make a difference politically? Will it make a difference in what Biden does or doesn't do? Will it just be, oh, that was that? Because right now it feels like there are some serious discussions going on in the CIA. Inside the CIA, there are all kind of people and people huddled around the old water cooler kind of thing, plus higher ups having meetings and talking about this and what it might mean. And oh yeah, they're trying to piece this together. What does it mean? What does it mean that it came out? Is it real? Is it not real? But is it? But if it is, what does it mean? What is that? What is? Oh yeah. They're all a flutter. They're all in a tizzy. So what difference does this make? Any? Because Biden looks angry. Is this real? Is this real? Yeah, that voice. He looks none too pleased. Queen of Pentacles. Well, Biden can compartmentalize. Trump can't. He's trying to focus on the more immediate. Biden's trying to focus on the more immediate problems, but 9 of Pentacles, Hermit. He's delegating. The CIA, the experts, they're going to dissect all of this. So this is, Putin thinks he's sitting pretty. The experts are going to go through this. They'll figure out the little bits that are important. There's as much worry about how the right, the far right, the MAGA extremists will react. That they're, Lord God Puba is being attacked. It's having more of an effect than I thought it would be. I thought it would just come out, and something like this would come out, and it would be like, yeah, whatever. I don't know that it's going to stay in the news. I don't know that it's going to make a big splash out here, but I'm getting very, very clearly in the circles who deal with this kind of stuff. Oh yeah, this is a thing. All right, for what it's worth. Okay, Apple was asking 105.30. Will Trump properties be searched with a warrant? Searched with a warrant. Let's see here. Will Trump properties be searched with warrants? Trump properties be searched with warrants. Melania looks annoyed in my mind's eye. She's looking very annoyed. What did I get myself into? And now look at this. Trump's properties be searched with warrants. 5 of Pentacles. Out in the cold. All right, 7 of Swords. That's a thief card. 3 of Wands. To send out, coming back to you. Aggressive law enforcement is right in the middle. The most aggressive law enforcement. Insult to injury. 5 of Swords and Queen of Swords investigators. Yeah. Because it feels like they've tried to move money overseas. They've tried to do a little 3-card Monty, a little shell game going. This is massive. This is very much law enforcement in your face. I'd say yes. It's sooner, later. There's always New York. Keeping things very hidden. Okay, there's a Lover's card. What is that about? 9 of Wands, Devil, Queen of Cups. Hello, Ivanka. Why are you in the middle? 9 of Swords, Sun card. All these practices over the years, beating them up, it's just absolute corruption. Ivanka's in the center because they're all going to try to protect Ivanka. Anybody who can protect Ivanka in the family, you have to. But she's worried, and they're all worried, but she's worried. This is right next to her, so she's worried because things are coming to light. So this card kept coming up as Weisselberg, and right underneath it is actually the Trump base of power. So Weisselberg possibly flipping the investigators, the law enforcement, they've got Trump and Trump kids and Weisselberg dead to rights. You're done. So look for that, because it will all be a part of that. And then the finger pointing starts. He did it. No, she did it. No, I didn't. I don't know. I don't know how to write anything. How do you use a pen? I'm sorry, I don't speak English. How could I have defrauded anybody in English? I don't speak English. Okay, Susan was asking about July 17th. Trump's re-inauguration. Oh boy. 30. Oh, good. All right. July 17th. The inauguration. All right, July 17th when it comes to Trump. He wants to believe it. Because he's a fool. My internet, I just got an internet connection warning. If you lose me, I will be back as soon as I've got internet again. Oh, might be getting better. Okay. Okay, we're good again. All right. 9 of Swords. 3 of Cups. Page of Swords, the bully. Queen of Pentacles. 5 of Cups. It's going to come and go. Trump's a bully. There's the more insurrectionists being, the scarier insurrectionists are going to trial. And we are very happy about that. Trump, normal bullying behavior. Republicans sitting. Just kind of looking at their hands. And McConnell trying to knock over any Democratic gains. These are not cards of revolution. These are not cards of the new emperor. These are not cards of anything significant for Trump. I'm not even getting the devil card or all right. Not much there. Okay. We're at 113. S. Barr was asking, will all of Trump's appointments and policies be nulled? Okay, will all of Trump's appointments and policies be nulled? He'll be a pariah. People who supported them, him will, some will always support him. Roger Stone has a Nixon tattoo on his back. Seven of Pentacles. So this is fruits of labor. This is what he actually accomplished. Okay. Emperor. Yeah, he thought he could do whatever he wanted, and boy, did he find the most incompetent people. Judgment. Election gave him power. Empress over America. Queen of Swords. Things investigated. Magician standing up. If for what it's worth, it feels like someone standing up. Like, I don't know why I'm getting Swalwell. Or maybe it's someone like him, Swalwell, but I'm getting like someone like Swalwell standing up, calling for investigations, calling for things like that to be looked at. because this is tyranny. This is an emperor who has full power over America, the U.S. That's the card I get for the U.S. or wants to. Investigation of how it happened. It part of the January 6th insurrection, but I think it will be more than that. I know there's another really good reader, who says that everything of his that he touched is going to be avoided, but I don't pick up on everything. A lot, but not. Yes, Diane, I noticed that too. I thought that was interesting about the nails match the cards. Working, 8 of Pentacles. I definitely put in all kinds of stuff. 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups, Hanged Man, Hermit, 9 of Pentacles. See, if it could be Democrats take power, Republicans don't want to work with them, or they won't accept the new people coming in, but those people who refuse, they get suspended and things are looked at closely. And if this would just continue on this vein, I'd be like, yes. But then we have Republicans sitting pretty. They're going to look at stuff, but it's not going to be as simple as it all being null and void. I've never picked up on that. But no one's 100% right, and if there's a discrepancy, I just assume they're right. So that is that. Okay, number 9. Is McCarthy's meeting with Trump today about the Select Committee? All right, so at 117, is McCarthy's meeting with Trump today? Meeting about Select Committee and possibly McCarthy having to testify. I hope McCarthy isn't expecting just great plans. Napoleon, he is not meeting with Napoleon. McCarthy meeting Trump. Whew. Patty saying, thank you for the lovely dandelions. I thought they were dandelions. Thank you. They're wild and free and don't care where they live. Okay. They're probably not, but I thought they were dandelions. What do I know? They could be mums. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So McCarthy and Trump. McCarthy and Trump have a meeting. I wonder if McCarthy has to call him Mr. Trump. 10 of Swords. The insurrection could go very, very badly for both of them. The insurrection investigations could go very, very badly. And they're both very, very aware of that. That surprises me. I would expect a certain amount of denial, but 5 of Pentacles. 7 of Swords. 3 of Wands. King of Swords. Ace of Cups. They're trying to get their story straight. McCarthy wants them to get their story straight. Where were you? What were you doing? Where was I? What was I doing? We have to get the story straight. Insurrection. People afraid for their lives, running for their lives. Thieves coming through. And then the guys with the holding the zip tie handcuffs, what you do coming back to you, the investigations are going to go forward and the Democrats will control them. We have to get our stories straight. Rita's saying, McCarthy has to call him President Trump. Oh, God. McCarthy, do you have any pride? Any? Dig deep, man. Jeez. McCarthy and Trump meeting. McCarthy he doesn't know what he's walking into. Not in the sense of, he doesn't realize. No, he's like confused. It's like, I don't even know what I don't even know what it's going to be like when I go in there. Is he going to be just, wait, he repeats himself. Trump repeats himself constantly. The horse, it is dead. Quit beating it. The gif of the horse with the writing going like this. Sword of truth. They're both afraid. They're both very afraid. Trump got away with so much. The generosity of the Republicans of letting Trump off with a slap on the wrist and a warning. Queen of Cups, it just infuriated the Democrats who they think, that they were like, the Democrats were like, what? And legally it went away for a while. Strength, Knight of Cups, but they're coming back strong. I'm picking up a lot more worry and panic here than I expected. A lot more worry and panic than I expected. Okay. So so we're at number 10 at 123. Any chance of getting the Stepford justice out of the Supreme Court? Out of SCOTUS. Oh my gosh. This woman is toxic. She's like a human radiation leak. Oh, Kathy. Aw. Cute. She's a human radiation leak. It's just, anyway, any chance of booting you out of the Supreme Court? She's scary. Think a quieter Michelle Bachmann in a justice robe. Queen of Cups. I'm getting that Biden really does want to replace people who are on the court with more liberal judges, people of color, women of color. Fool. Nine of Swords, Two of Cups, King of Pentacles, the Moon. Right, trying to rush her through. This feels like this when I was pulling these cards, it felt like She, like Trump was a fool for running for president. She was a fool for accepting this idea of becoming a Supreme Court justice. There's something here to very much haunt her. This is partnerships, Democrats working together, but it's also, she had to ask her husband's permission. That's what it feels like to be a Supreme Court justice. This is Republicans. Hello, boo-boo. Yes, dear. This is Republicans getting really upset. Oops. Where are you? Oh, the kid. Hello, sweetie. Oh, you're so good. Oh, it's a big stretch. You're so good. Oh, he's a good boy. Yes, he's a good boy. You are precious. We're looking at Amy Coney, Barrett. Yes, we are. She's awful. She's terrible. No. Oops, would you write down? Here you go. There you go. All right. Oh, boy. So, yeah. Okay. Republicans very unhappy. Republicans very, very, very unhappy. Bless you. You want the scritches. Kitty yoga toes. Oh, Chris, you can go back to the beginning of the video. I talked all about it. Amy Coney Barrett, Stepford Justice. Okay, what big paws I have. So what does Boo Boo think of all this? He thinks that I have messed up priorities, that I keep getting into all this gunky energy every day. Why are you doing this? You could be giving me attention. Why are you here, he says. Okay, Queen of Wands, that's far right. Sorry about the kitty butt. Hi. Okay, he's had enough of it. Don't like her much? Yes, I'm going to put my energy all over this. She's okay. I don't like her either. Calm down. Yes, I'm going to wipe all of that nasty energy off of you. Hey. Calm down. It's okay. Calm down. There you go. It's okay. I don't think he likes her. Anyway, the wands are far right, and she's the queen. I mean, to some extent, if you think about it, she is the highest, technically, the second, most, or she is the most powerful MAGA woman, or far right woman. Hi. Okay, so we've got Judgment upside down. It says a lot. Her judgment is upside down. We have the Emperor. Yeah, ask the man. Patriarchy forever. Okay, I'm covered in cat hair. Dynasty, family dynasty, patriarchy forever. Two of Swords, decisions. Oh, the little woman's making decisions. And 10 of Wands. burden. The burden of the extremism, her extremism. Okay, we're done. Sweetie, I love you. Oh, but you're okay, sweetie. So is she going to be kicked off of SCOTUS, Supreme Court? Because in those last two cards, the Republicans being so mad. Michelle saying, I think he's trying to protect you. I think so too. 6 of Cups. Don't do it. Devil card. Hierophant. Ace of Pentacles. Corruption of the High Court with money. How she got there. It's going to be looked at. Very powerful. So, I think that's as far as we can get with that today. Okay. All right. Okay. Number 11. Any movement with Mnuchin? And then Steve was asking, will Barr be indicted in October? I am covered in cat. Look at this. I am covered in cat hair. It's also summer. You know, they tend to, but jeez. Okay. Oh, we need to read on Mnuchin and Barr. And you need to calm down. It's okay. I know this is really nasty energy, but it'll be gone soon. It'll be gone. Yes. Okay. All right. I need to. All right, sweetheart. Okay, look, there you go. I need to get these done, these in here quickly. There's cat fur on my lipstick. $132.30. Mnuchin. Okay. Stephen Mnuchin. He's a dad now, isn't he? Do we need to check in with Mnuchin? I'm checking in, like, are things just kind of as they are? High Priestess. That boy has secrets. No. Tower. Wheel of Fortune. I think he's got problems. Temperance. Tower, Wheel of Fortune, Temperance. He's been up, he'll go down. Things are going to get very steep. I'm getting mental images of a very steep roller coaster. Very steep. Like pulling G-forces that will make your nose bleed. All right, we just need to look at Barr, and then I'll stop. Oops, mind your ear. 134. Just need to put 134 Barr. Oh, and you even made space just for me to write in Barr. Thank you. Be a good boy. Thank you, Diana. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, will Barr be indicted by October? No. See, it's okay. A little soft kitten. Will Barr be indicted? Will Barr be indicted by October? What do you think? You're a sweetheart. Yes, you are. Will Barr be indicted by October? Hierophant. So institutions. Chariot, aggressive law enforcement. Judgment. Emperor. Okay, now you're just getting annoyed and tired. But you need to let go of me. Yeah, you need to let go of me. And down you go. Oh, Billy Barr has some really... He's got some bad days ahead of him. Chariot. Judgment. Emperor. Thank you, Diana. Sorry if I already thanked you, but with him. Hierophant, institutions, he was the Attorney General of the U.S. Aggressive law enforcement, making judgments about the emperor and it affecting the election and affecting using his position to appease the emperor. To this is 4 major arcana. And the one right there, judgment, and next to this, oh, that's not going to be good. Oh, that's a bad day for you. Let's see if we get any more on that. Whew. Oh, Kathy Anderson, score 5, vegan vanilla cakes. Yum. Okay, I'll stop. Barr. Bailey Barr. You're in trouble. Oh, investigators have lots of information. Cards are coming right off the top of the deck. This energy has already been cataloged. Knight of Wands. Oh, you definitely went and fought for the Orange Fuhrer. Okay, sorry about that. My internet dropped me. Okay, but I'm back. All right, this is, well, I'll just put 138 here. Oh no, there was, because that last thing was important. Queen of Cups, Knight of Wands. No, the Knight of Wands was over here. Knight of Wands is people who fight for the Trump cause, and he certainly did that. Queen of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, Tower is in the center, 5 of Wands, and 3 of Swords. Okay, I think he's still worried about his daughter. But things are looking dicey. This tower with all these far-right Republicans pointing at each other and legal swords going through all the important fleshy bits, metaphorically. Barr, you've got big legal problems ahead. Big legal problems ahead. Yikes. All right. Well, that is 12 questions for today. So I will go give the kitty some attention. At 2 o'clock, at 4 o'clock, I will be over at Book Art Media doing writing sprints for hopefully the book coming out December 4th. So anyway, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will be here tomorrow. I'm here literally every day. And yes, the sky has gone dark here. There's some kind of storm rolling in, so everything just got really spooky. But Meh, I like it. All right. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye. There are good days ahead. Don't forget.